My name is Michael Teruhisa Yamashita, and I am currently working for a blacksmith on contract, so subcontracting to a blacksmith as a worker welding and fabricating. I went to college for jewelry and metals at Georgian, and what I wanted to do was I wanted to do an arts, creative related field, and jewelry and metals just seemed like a good fit, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoy working with metals. Through my time there, I felt like I wanted to do bigger metalworking, more in silver, silverware, maybe something like that. And then I decided maybe I wanted to do some blacksmithing and steel work and iron work as well. So I went, and after finishing the program at Georgian College in jewelry metals, I went and took a one-year welding course at Georgian College as well, and basically just learned how to weld. And then after that, I went and got a full-time welding job for a year for getting my current job at this blacksmith. Probably about an hour a week, just to go over my own hours and making sure that I kept track of how much I've worked and how much I'm getting paid for how much I'm working. Most of the other marketing and supply, accounting and stuff is done by the blacksmith I'm working for in his company. For me, because I am in a skilled trade as well as in an art field, I make a fair amount of money. So at the moment, I'm fairly financially stable, and I in my 1 year working at a normal weld shop, I was able to save enough money for a down payment on a house. So at the moment, for health benefits, I don't have any right now. So anytime I need to go to the doctors or dentist, I have to pay. But because I am conscientious with my money and I have saved up quite a bit, it doesn't affect me all that much. It's just a little bit that I have to, just keep note of whenever I spend money, if I decide to spend money. And since I was able to save up enough money to get a house, now I have a property that will hopefully appreciate in value, as well as I was able to get a big enough place that I can rent rooms out. So I'll be renting to students to supplement my income to help pay for a mortgage and whatnot. To prepare for retirement, one of the things I need to do is probably set up a retirement savings plan, as well as this property that I bought. I plan on keeping even later on when I move out, and keeping it as a rental income property. So that will help in retirement as well. Well, as far as that goes, in the field, it's not, there isn't all many copyright things, right? Because the blacksmith I work for deals mostly with ornamental railings and estate gates and some signs and security grills and whatnot. There's a lot of general design and pieces that you can acquire that are very generic design-wise. So it's kind of like when you look at molding in a house or just wooden railings in a house, except these are wrought iron or high-end steel and iron fixtures. So copyright isn't really much of an issue. And then anything that we would have to worry about being copyrighted is just so intricate and one of a kind that anyone trying to copy would have such a hard time trying to copy, or they would be good enough to be, it would just be something that they know how to do anyways, and it's not really something that's lends itself to copyright infringement or protection. My boss has some very interesting and I think effective beliefs in the way he works and the way he operates his business, to do with his clients and the work that we do. He only works on a job as long as there's money coming in from that client, so he won't use another client's money to finish a job. He gets paid in installments, so once we get done a certain amount of work, he'll get paid the next installment, and then we'll continue the work. If an installment is late or an installment doesn't come, we'll stop work on that project and move on to the next one, either until that installment comes, or we'll make arrangements to deliver the product that has been paid for as is. Well, being a small business, basically there's only 2 workers there, and we're both, because it's a small business and the way small businesses are run, when you have employees, there's a lot of extra paperwork and stuff that has to come, especially regarding taxes and all that stuff. So for him, it's better for him if both of his employees basically operate as independent. They each operate as an independent small business, subcontracting to him, rather than him having us as employees and then having all the extra paperwork and hassle there. For me, I had to start up a small, basically register a small business name, and then basically keep keep track of what he has paid me and whatnot, especially since that money it hasn't been taxed and there's nothing taken out of it. So come tax season, I'll have to declare all that, and I will have to pay some money back to the government because my income didn't have the taxes deducted when I got it. He works as a professional, so he's an established professional. His business is an established, known business. So it's a custom business. So as much as he will quote a price and went out to the client, and if they try and haggle with him or hassle him to get the price down, he says, I can do these things to get it down, but only down so far. And if you want it done cheaper, it's not me you're going to someone else to get it done cheaper. If you want it done from me, it will be to a certain level of quality, and that is a high standard of quality, and it will be this price. To get into the creative metal profession, well, depending on what field of metal, it's usually either jewelry or you go into the ironworking side. And for me, I think getting into learning some form of working with ironworking and steelworking is very beneficial because it's part of the trades. And even if you have to spend some of your time working part-time or full-time or on contracts, it is a trade and you get paid very well, which will leave you money to maybe take time off and pursue your own projects and whatnot. What I plan to do in the future, if possible, is maybe work a few months of the year on contract metalworking or welding, and then maybe take a few months off and then pursue my own projects in metalworking for more artistic and what I want to do. The trade work, which I actually enjoy quite a lot, welding I enjoy quite a lot, is basically allows you the freedom to work on your own things at your own pace